meters. So we simply oriented the conversion factor into this ratio to cancel out the undesired unit. Okay? All right, it's not that tough. And I was going to box that in right there. Let's look at this one. Suppose we want to convert 23.8 kilograms to grams. Well, we need a conversion factor. How are those two things, kilograms and grams, related? Well, we could say that 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams, or we could also say that 1 gram is 1,000th of a kilogram. Okay? It's 1,000th piece. Now, in this case, let's go ahead and use this one again. All right? Remember, we're going to turn it into a ratio just like we did right up here. So we start with our measurement to be converted. Write that down first and put it over 1. Make it a ratio. Then set up your other ratio. Now we've got kilograms in the top here, so if we look right here, here's the kilograms. Where do we need to put this so that the kilograms cancel out? Because we don't want kilograms anymore, we want grams. Well, if kilograms is on top here, it needs to be on bottom here, so we take this and put it on the bottom. Ta-da! Now the other half of the fractor, we're going to put on the top, and we've completed our conversion ratio. Here it is. Comes from that. Okay? Both sides have to be in that ratio. You just want to orient it so that the undesired unit cancels out from top to bottom. Okay? So now we're going to say 23.8 times 1 is just itself, and bring in the unit that we keep. 1 times 0.001 is 0.001. And then when you divide, you get a whopping 23,800 grams, which makes sense. It's going to take a huge number of itsy-bitsy little grams to make up all these kilograms. Okay? Remember, it takes 1,000 of the little grams for each of those. So you're going to end up with a big number. All right, there you go. Now that's from SI to prefix back to the base unit. But what if your measurement is U.S. customary? Okay? What if you want to convert U.S. customary to SI? Well, you still have to have a conversion factor. Okay? Now, I know some conversion factors, and I'm also putting into your reference folder an R5, reference page 5, which has common conversion factors or equivalencies for U.S. customary to SI units that you can use. I just happen to know these two right off the top of my head, so we're going to use them, okay? All right, so the first one, we want to convert 15.5 inches to centimeters. We need a conversion factor. I happen to remember that 1 inch equals 2.54 centimeters. Okay? So obviously centimeters are smaller than inches if you have to have this many of them to make up 1 inch. Now, let's take our measurement that we want to convert, make it into a ratio, and we're going to multiply by the equivalency also made into a ratio. But now notice we want to cancel the inch. Here's the inch in the factor. So where do we need to put it? If this is in the top, this one needs to be in the bottom. That's the only way they'll cancel, is from top to bottom. Then we take the other side of our factor and put it in the top. Now the inches cancel. Okay, and we're going to multiply 15.5 times 2.54 centimeters over 1. And when you multiply that out, because any number divided by 1 is itself, so really all you have to do is the multiply, you get 110. Wrong example. Let me fix that, guys. Sorry, I was looking at my key and looked at the wrong thing. All right, so when you multiply that out, you get 39.4 centimeters. Okay? Bada bing, bada boom. Now that's not so bad, is it? Let's look at one more, just to make sure everybody's okay. It doesn't hurt to help yourself by looking at one more. If we look at 50 pounds and we want to convert to kilograms, well, how are pounds related to kilograms? Well, here it is. The conversion factor is 1 pound. I take that back. 1 kilogram, there we go, equals 2.2 pounds. There you go. All right? 1 kilogram equals 2.2 pounds. Okay? So pounds are smaller than kilograms. Now, we're going to take our original measure, make it a ratio. Now let's make a ratio out of our equivalency. We want to cancel out the pounds. Well, here's the pounds, so that has to go on the bottom. That's the only way to cancel that unit. And that leaves the 1 kilogram side on the top. Now the pounds cancel. We multiply across the top. 50 times 1 is 50 with the kilograms. 1 times 2.2 is 2.2. No units on the bottom. All right? So we divide 50 by 2.2 and we get, oh, hang on. I got to do this. Let me get my calculator real quick. 50 divided by 2.2. There we go. We get 22.7 kilograms. Let me do red. There we go. I like red better. All right. So, the process, anytime you want to convert, first you got to figure out which conversion factor you need. Then write the given measure that you want to convert, put it over 1, so it's a ratio. You're going to multiply by a second ratio made from this. Simply look at what you're trying to cancel out, find it in the conversion factor, and put that part on the bottom so that the units cancel. And put the other side of the equivalency on the top. Okay? It's not that tough. You guys can do this. All right. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.